Alright, time to start our day here. Alright, what are we gonna eat? Let's get some Cheerios, right? Alright. Okay, got a bowl. Where's a bowl? Let's go. Let's get it. Oh, Kid Boo's one of the best LFs in the game. Oh, man. No one thinks so, but he is. Come on. I left Gohan LF me 50 times today and dropped my Cheerio. Okay, let's get some milk. Big jug of milk, let's go. Alright, pour it in. I don't know why I'm getting a cup, but it's fine. Oh, man. Nice LF Super Saiyan 3 Goku's so busted, man. Oh, balance, right? Good job, Toshi. You're so great. Oh, man. Alright, get a spoon. Alright, let's do some PvP while I eat. Oh, man. Come on. Play Don. Here we are. Oh, wait, copyright. Can't play that. Sorry. Alright, let's get into a match here. Yeah. Load me up. Let's go. Let's run the best team in the game. One of the best broken teams in the game. God. Why? Oh, Gohan so broken. Come on. Give me a match. Let's go. Oh, good, a Zenkai. Great. Yeah. Alright, come on. Pick your team. Use the Vegito Blue. Murdzamasu's mediocre. Don't bring him in. Come on. Yeah. Who would you bring in? Let's see. Zenkai, right? Whoa, no Zenkai. Okay. Got some respect. Alright. You know what? I don't even care. We're out. You get the win. Let's make a tier list. Alright, so in this one, yes, here it is. The tier list. You guys have all been asking, begging, pleading for. Here we are. And, well, hope you guys like that intro clip, by the way. I figured it'd be some kind of funny thing to introduce this tier list. Basically, how Legends players wake up. And, I see the accuracy because, well, I did it. So we're going to go through every single sparking in the game. If I have not much to say, they'll just go in not usable, and I'll say about 1 or 2 comments, and then that'll be the end of them. So, let's start this off, right? Alright, this is going to be a long one, so get some popcorn or some shit. So we're just going to go from top to bottom. Heart Virus Goku. Not usable. He hurts himself. Not good. Zenkai 7 Super Saiyan Blue Goku. S tier. Remember, it's going to be every single unit in the game, so understand that. S tier. Why S tier? Zenkai 7 Super Saiyan Blue Goku has good damage, good tanking, gets card draw speed uncancelably, can heal on his green, gets vanish back on his main ability, not even on the usage of the card, he gets it back on the main ability, and it overall does good damage, is immune to a lot of stuff, and a very good blue support-based / defense / damage-based option for God Ki, and one of the best blue Zenkais in the game. You'll notice a trend. The best blue Zenkais will be higher up than probably a lot of other colored Zenkais because they love blue Zenkais. I don't know why. We have like 20 of them. Yellow Videl, I don't even know what she does. Goodbye. We might make another tier for B if they're like kind of in the category but kind of not. You know, it'll see and depend how this goes. So, apologize if there's background noise. By the way, let me just readjust. So, that is not an occurrence in the rest of this video. Can't control the ambulance, though. Oh no, if I could, I would. So continuing. We're just gonna wait it out. Hope there's another one within the hour. Yup. Okay, cool. Continuing. Kakunsa. Girls have a lot better options for purples. No, even Zenkai 7 Caulifla, rather, is a better option. So no, this Vegeta, Super Saiyan 2, dead on release, dead in game, no difference. Red Zamasu, he probably could be approaching a Zenkai, because he is going to be one of those units we can get for the free Z-Power stage, for Sparkings in the anniversary here. So, for now, unusable, but eventually could be a unit that Zenkais. My
you're a health bench and you have card draw speed that does no damage. No, you're good for that gimmick team that one guy runs on every single one of his videos where it's like, Super Saiyan, but no, that's EX Mai. That's not even Green Mai. Never mind. I'm not even gonna mention it. Android, I don't know what number you are. 14, 15, one of the two. You're not good. You change Blast Strike and you have high Fate chance and you were very tedious on release, but now you are not. Kid Trunks, you're way too old to be usable. Gotenks, you could Zenkai, but you have not. Vegeta's not unusable. See, this is where I think I'd make another tier, right? Or I add a row above where it's like B tier. So we'll do that real quick, because I think it is an option for this Vegeta. I don't think he's A tier, but I don't think he's low enough to be, let's say, unusable. I think he is runnable on a strike-based Vegeta family team. Obviously, he's been replaced by Majin Vegeta and every other blue in the game, but he's runnable to an extent to where he will not get shit stomped like the others below him. LF Gohan, Z tier. Do I really have to explain? He's LF Gohan. Like, that's it. LF Gohan does LF Gohan things, and that's what LF Gohan's gonna do. Best unit for the last 9 months, and yeah, that's why he's in the intro clip. Broly? So is Broly on Super Saiyan Blue Goku's level? No. So this is going in order, by the way, for ZSAB. So it'll be number 1 will be Gohan or whoever it is, and then, you know, S, number 1 will be Goku, whoever it is. So it'll go in order from best to worst in those categories. So I do think Broly makes S, but he will be lowered as we continue. Him with Super Saiyan buffs is very good. He gets card draw speed up to 4 times in the fight if you do untransformed and transformed. And he goes up to level 2 card draw speed. The only thing is, he wants to, like, take hits to get it, and then you're losing the card draw speed because you're getting comboed. So it's like, you're losing some damage inflicted, but, like, you're getting comboed, so it's kind of weighing itself out. But it should just be overall helping him when it's not. Which sucks, but overall I think he is a good unit for movies, Super Saiyans, and I mean, that's about it, right? You're not going to run fucking, I don't know if he's on Frieza Force, but you're not going to run him there. So, continuing, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, don't even know what he does. I don't even know what his main ability does. It doesn't even give him, like, Ki. I think it just shows up something, and I don't know what it actually does. So, with that in mind, he's not very good. Zenkai 7 Trunks, I'll put him B tier above Vegeta, because obviously he is better than Vegeta, because he's a Zenkai. Higher stats, transforming unit, very good on a, let's say, Legends Road team. He is a sub-option for future if you really, really are begging for it. If you don't have Zenkai 7 Blue Trunks, if you don't have Vegeta Blue. He's not the best option, but he is an option that can be run on several of his teams that he is on. So, Super Trunks, not usable. You're just not good. You Zenkai, this game will go to shit because you have a lot of faint chance, just like Android 14 or 15, whatever his name is there. Yellow Cell! Man, he was such a great aging unit. He probably aged the best out of any unit in the game. I think he's up there as number 1, aging, at least. Nowadays, he's not usable. He can be Zenkai buff, that's cool, but Regen has LF Piccolo, DKP, Androids has Android 18. There's literally no place where this guy can hold a candle to anyone in any circumstance. At least Vegeta can hold a candle to, let's say, Majin Vegeta, to an extent. Let's say your Majin Vegeta's 3 stars, this guy's 14 stars. Your transforming Vegeta can kind of hold a candle. Barely, but he can. Full power Frieza. Nah, you ain't it, Chief. You're great. If you Zenkai'd, LOE probably would be back on the map because they do so much to Saiyans, and Saiyans are super meta right now. But one combo city, LF Gohans, everyone nullifying endurance, you just are not the move for anyone to run, and unfortunately, you have been placed in the unusable category because, well, LOE is dead, and LOE needs buffs. Yellow Bojack, yeah, hasn't been good since, when did he even release? Since his release, I guess, right? He's just alright, he's not very good, he's not going to be your main unit on any team that he's on, which is essentially movies, because that's what he's on, movies and powerful opponent. You got DKP for movies, DKP for powerful opponent, then you got God Vegeta, Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta for movies. So, yeah, not a main unit, not even a unit you would think about running anymore. Blue Android 18, funny enough, this is the one everyone voted to Zenkai. because LF Gohan was the menace of the time. So people were like, okay, we need a blue that does more to hybrids. I believe she is that, by the way. I think she does more to hybrids. She doesn't, correct me, but people voted for her to Zenkai. Then we got Android 18 Yellow to Zenkai. It was a whole shamble of situation, but she's not good. Just not much else to say. Yellow Future Gohan. I love when I see videos of, well, anyone using him, but, you know, everyone does it at some point. Using this guy as a death buffer. That does not make him usable. That means he is there to die. If you have a unit there to die, does not make them a viable unit on the teams you are running. You could run them on a fucking Vegeta family team and be throwing him there to die because you can get your whatever Vegeta it is, to this many card draw speed, this much card draw speed. He's a dire unit. He's not a real unit that actually does anything anymore. He was in his, you know, mainstay drop, but nowadays he ain't shit. Red Android 18, nah, nope. If she got a Zenkai, she'd be crazy, because the only thing stopping her is she gets no damage inflicted, and her stats are pretty damn low. I believe, right, I'm saying this with the confidence that I believe I'm right. I think she had a triple Z ability at 14 stars. I think they removed it, because I checked like a couple weeks ago, and then I didn't see a triple Z ability. It was just whatever it is, girls and androids maybe. Now, but I believe it was triple on her release, and they maybe patched it out. Because I remember saying to myself a million times, why does Android 18 have the same Z ability as Super Vegito? Because Super Vegito has a triple Z ability of 14 stars. And yet, Android 18 did as well. I remember it. And now she doesn't, I think? Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the only interesting thing about her. Blue Android 13. I actually like this character quite a bit, just on his release. He was fun to use. Something different in the meta, because androids honestly were kind of meta with this trio, the movie units, and then Fusion Android 13 coming out. Pretty fun team, not, you know, obviously the best of the time, but it was fun. It was when Zenkais didn't exist, so obviously Legends was a lot more viable to run whatever you want, but I digress. He was just fun. He's not good now. He was fun then. That's the case for a lot of these unusable units. IT Goku. Please never Zenkai him. No, whoops. He is not great. He is not runnable. His stats are too low. He is too dated. If he Zenkai'd, he would be basically Namek Goku 2.0 with extreme buffs, because this guy does it on Tap Blast instead of just card arts. So I'd be scared if he ever Zenkai'd, but for now, we are safe from his terror of destruction, which he inevitably will get. I just hope it's when Sun Family is a dead tag. Yellow Frieza. I'm surprised no one's an A tier. Yellow Frieza, do you make A tier? Okay, let me think. Because the next character is Caulifla, right? The next four are Zenkais. Okay, considering this Frieza as well. You make A tier. So, the reason why, again, it's because the Saiyan argument, right? Saiyans are the best team in the game, so what are you going to run? Units that counter Saiyans. LOE counter Saiyans, Frieza in particular counter Saiyans. Could run, let's say, powerful opponent, let's say, since LOE isn't that great. And he'll do more to Saiyans. He'll actually hurt them pretty well. That's his mainstay. That's his only real benefit. I think his ultimate buffs his allies or something, but he's not doing much else but strike damage to Saiyans. Anything else, he is hitting like a paper towel. I was going to say pepper towel. So A tier, he barely makes it. Caulifla does the same, but she's worse. Caulifla literally is Frieza, just a downgrade. She will get, what? Just strike damage buffed only against the Saiyans, and then she's not even a main unit on her team, because obviously you have Purple Hit, you got, well, you don't really need anyone else, but you got Lavender, I would say. They're probably both better than her, like by a mile with Hit. Lavender, maybe you can make the argument that he's not, but you have Purple Hit. Caulifla's only there for bench to Purple Hit, in my opinion. So I think she barely makes A as well, but understand she'll go a lot lower than Frieza goes by the end of this list. And this list will be adjusted at the end if I need to make any adjustments. And no, Broly and Frieza are not even close on the list, so don't think, you know, Broly is that bad. I'm going to respect Broly unlike a lot of other people have. Gotenks, I say Gotenks is better than Caulifla, just for a simple fact that Legends Road only has that green. Fusions, if you don't have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, you don't have a green, right? Like, there's no other. You're not going to run green Super Gogeta. You're not going to run EX green Gotenks that just came out. Firstly, you probably didn't pull them. And there's no other real option for you to use besides this guy on your Fusion Warrior team, who is tanky and deserves some respect just for that alone. So, Gotenks makes it to A tier above Caulifla. Broly, do you make it to A tier? Fury Broly, what does he do? He gives you minus damage received when he comes into tank, or when he swaps out rather. He's doing strike damage inflicted up. I assume it's against Goku's and Vegeta, which is very vast, which again just Saiyans, but can't faint on his ultimate. I think Broly is a little worse than Caulifla, just because free Zenkais have lower stats, free units have lower stats than paid Zenkais, and only doing damage inflicted to Goku's and Vegeta's higher than to, let's say, just overall Saiyans is a downgrade. So Caulifla better than Fury Broly. Thank God she's better than at least one free-to-play Zenkai. That's great. Other Road Goku, nothing. He wants to die. He wants to die on release, and now he wants to die again. Cool. OG Spirit Bomb. Well, purple. I don't know. I guess you could call him OG. Fruit of the Tree of Might, Spirit Bomb Goku. No, not usable. Just not good. There's not much to say. Legends Road Piccolo. I respect you highly. Now, you could say he does not deserve S. He does. Yes, there are sub-options. You have DKP, you have Yellow LF Piccolo. I understand that. Now, why I say this Piccolo makes it is because of how Regen currently likes to be right now. So there's two Regen units, or Regen teams rather, you can really run that'll give a lot of support. And both have this Piccolo. So you could run this Piccolo, 21, and let's say the new Zamasu. Or you could run this Piccolo, 21, and let's say Fat Boo. Or Purple DKP instead. Whoever, right? You have double supports, and you don't even need double support, it's just it's better to have double support than single because both are doing death buffs / Dragon Ball stuff. It's a better overall team just that wise, and Zenkais are better tanks than free or paid featured units that aren't Zenkais. So, Piccolo is supporting. He's doing decent enough by himself. You know, he's not doing terrible damage nowadays compared to when he released. The only downfall is his main ability. You want to save it, but it's also you want Piccolo to kind of die. So you're kind of in a situation where it's like, oh shit, do I pop this before I get comboed here? Am I going to die? Are they going to rush me? Blah, blah, blah. But it's also really good because you can just say 0 to their buffs and be like, okay, my turn. And you get to fuck them up even if you're type disadvantaged because they got no cut, they got no nothing if they're not swapping out. Kind of like Green Baby, if you know. He does debuffs to the enemy that's on the field. So if they have one unit, they can't swap out, they can't get their buffs back. Same with Piccolo here, just cancels all attribute upgrades. Can't get their buffs back if they're the only unit, unless they gradually gain them over time, which a lot of units do not do that are the greatest. That's why I think Piccolo makes it to S, along with the fact that he's just a lot better than any other Legends Road Zenkai, currently. Gotenks is formidable, but Piccolo is just an echelon above him. So I think he makes it to S. Again, the list will progressively grow as we continue. Turles, yeah, you make it same tier as your buddy, Spirit Bomb Goku. Good job. Okay, you are Android 14. No, are you? I don't. Android, whoever number you are, you don't make it on any list anywhere because you are not good, and your EX version is 10 times better than you. Transforming Vegeta, we already have him, so whatever. We'll just keep this how it is. Yellow Gotenks, he could Zenkai, but for now, he was busted when he had that faint chance that was not patched out for like months, and now he is still mediocre even since then. That's all he had, and now he lost it, so now he's just shit. Namek Goku. Hold up, I need to scroll up so I can put him in Z tier. Namek Goku is Z tier, obviously. I do think currently Z tier is correct with the orders. You have his damage inflicted after timer count, he has decent cut, he has the green card swap out, obviously his counter is a thing, and overall he is on one of the best teams in the game, Sun Family / Saiyans. Real no downside to him, the only thing is you have to know how to use the counter correctly and play correctly. If you're just going to float back, people will find counterplay to you. So playing like a normal player instead of, you know, kind of fishing and baiting and waiting and hoping, will actually benefit you more than sitting back and hoping, okay, please, 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 attack me, attack me, attack me. Playing like a normal player will actually make your blue card a lot more beneficial, because they might not think you even have one if you're playing like aggressive and all this shit. But not the point of the video, just kind of letting you guys know how to play with them. God Vegeta. God Vegeta is easily higher than those two. He is worse than Super Saiyan Blue Goku. He runs on the same team as him, but God Vegeta has one of the best effects currently in the game. Honestly, if he were just a little bit better, he could be above Blue Goku. But what I mean by this is God Ki. You run this guy with Vados and let's say Gogeta Blue, you're healing so much, because this guy heals partially after a combo. Vados will heal with support, then you have Gogeta who could heal. Just an overall good healing team, given, you know, you're lacking a strong, different option of colors, but very good team. Again, if you just run him and Vados, it's still good healing, and a team that is very formidable, with this guy doing good strike damage. Sadly, his blasts are mediocre, but good strike damage, and, well, if you can get his counter off and do a blue card into it, typically you'll be hitting them very hard. So he makes it to S very easily. DKP is above these two once again. DKP above God Vegeta. Now, God Ki's just a stronger team than Regen, unfortunately. With this new Zamasu, it fills out their whole color wheel. DKP is very good with the poison. He's getting more damage inflicted per strike RTUs when they are poisoned. Then he steals 2 Dragon Balls on main. Blue card does decent damage. Green card draws a new hand. Unfortunately, doesn't get Ki, but that'd be kind of busted. And I think he has infinite, or he has card draw speed when he comes in and gains 60 Ki. So, very vanilla unit, but very hard-hitting regen unit that is very good for a strike-based regen with like Fat Boo and let's say this new Zamasu. Very strike-based and very good. Videl, I don't know what the fuck you do. Go down there. Future Gohan, you can go neutral on your what, green card? Cool. And you throw them out. Or wait, your main ability goes neutral and then your green card throws them out for like 10 counts. That's nice, but you know, you're not formidable. Oh lord, you. I don't like you. You're Z tier though, obviously. Saiyans are meta. You do meta damage. You do God tier damage. You literally one combo anyone you see because you are broken. If they're not a red unit, that's kind of tanky. That's why I love Bergamo, because it deals with units with her. But Androids is a fully fleshed out team, with her being there, getting all the green cards, doing all the strikes. Her ultimate, sealing strikes when it's, I think it's when it hits, I believe. Blue card's a fast animation. Only thing lacking is her blast damage, but if you have green cards, you can just change them all strikes and not really care. Android 18 is brain dead and broken, just like I would say LF Gohan's brain dead and broken. Maybe not Namek Goku, because you can actually use your brain with him, but you could argue he is. Z tier is very brain dead units. Just understand that. Actually, 18's above Namek Goku. Sorry, just brain dead makes the game go wild. Lord Slug, nah, you're just ass. Blue not transforming. Blue Piccolo, the one we all wanted to Zenkai to, I think because he goes neutral on his main, to like be Android 18's like killer, because I think he does more to Android or something. That ain't happening. They don't care about Piccolos. Look at Legends Road Piccolo. He's not the greatest, but he's not the shittiest. They care about the fusions. That's why we just got 5 for anniversary, you silly geese. Green Goten, your same thing as your brother there, Yellow Trunks. Not good and too old to be run. What is this? Broly movie Gohan? You're cool support, but you're not good. And you're strike-based, which Hybrid is, well, blast-based. Red Vegito, if you Zenkai'd, I would literally cry, because you lock in for so long, and you get card draw speed, and you're a defense type. You were so cancer to play against back in the day. Please don't Zenkai. I hate you. Scouter Vegeta. Alright, let's move on. No. Scouter Vegeta is basically... I can't disrespect him this much. He's here. He's one of the worst paid Zenkais in the game. He takes so long to build up. He wants to be around with a Nappa, I think, to get some like healing or some shit. If a Nappa dies, I don't fucking know. I don't really care. My biggest regret was Zenkai 7ing him instantly. But yeah, that's all he does. Blast damage and nothing else. He is completely and utterly useless. If you have Vegeta family tag, he might be a little more usable, but he is before his family emerged, even though Vegeta technically has a I know it's like Vegeta and Bulma and Trunks, but like technically Vegeta had a family before Vegeta family tag exists, so. Okay, whatever. Continuing. Yellow Super Saiyan 2 Goku. The EX is far better, and the new Sparking. Free one that we got a couple of days ago. A week ago? About a week ago. Is a lot better. You're mediocre. Sparking Blue Trunks. You bastard. You are easily S. I think you are above DKP. Future is a fully fledged out team at this point. Again, God Ki and Future are just built out because Zamasu is Future and God Ki. You have Blue Trunks here. You can rock him with Super Saiyan Blue Purple Vegeta, who is probably one of the few non-Zenkais that'll make it to S in this tier list. You can rock him with whoever the fuck you want, honestly. You just run him with anyone. He does good damage. You run him on hybrids. He does good damage. Literally, there is no team where this Blue Trunks will not look great. Obviously, you want to run him where he's getting a lot more support because he draws that blue card. You could spam blue cards back to back. Get the card draw speed every time he's tapped. Green card, I believe, heals. Just a great unit for damage and overall viability. This list feels like it's been so long, and yet I have done so little. Fat Boo. Fat Boo, are you above the... Okay, Fat Boo... I can't underrate a lock-in, right? I can't. So Fat Boo is going to be there. Why? You may ask. Again, like I just said, lock-in. Locking in them and locking in their strikes. If you go into Fat Boo and you know they have full strikes with like Android 18, they're either going to tackle you or they're going to do nothing. And what you can do is you do a blast, you tap, their strikes still won't be unsealed, you rush. They literally cannot do anything. Fat Boo is probably one of the best aging units in the game because of Zenkai, since, you know, the lock-in is so viable, so hard to get nowadays. Locking in units is not something that we see every day anymore. Fat Boo completely accomplishes his goal of locking in, catching them, Rising Rush, kill, because his damage is not bad, his usability is not bad, and he probably will age gracefully throughout the rest of this game's lifespan. Yellow Goten. You're B tier, right? Yeah, you're worse than this Vegeta, I'd say. It doesn't, like, B tier doesn't really matter, but I'm trying to make it accurate as well. Actually, you know what? Because you buff LF Gohan so much with your ultimate, you're there. And his unique equipment, his platinum equipment, is probably one of the best equipments in the game. If you don't know, go check it out. It's fucking crazy, and it does not deserve to be how good it is. But all he is LF Gohan support at this point. If he ever Zenkai'd, please don't ever do it. But if he ever does Zenkai, which inevitably, again, it will happen, he will be absolutely crazy, and I am not ready for it. Oh man, I do not want to see that Zenkai, actually. I am stressing even thinking about it. Green Golden Frieza. Unfortunately, he is not the best green anymore for LOE. Green Cooler exists, and that's all you can say about him. If he got a Zenkai, he would be actually crazy, though. Yellow Hit. Funny enough, I think Yellow Hit actually is usable. I think Yellow Hit is above you. He does good damage still. He gets the crits. He can counter on the green card. His blue card, I believe, is pretty good. Is it? That's the long animation, because I'm trying to differentiate the hits. That's the long animation, or long range blue card. So it's not terrible. His damage just needs to build up over time. When he was first released, he was run yellow, yellow, blue as a menace with full power freeze on blue cooler. And, well, since then, he has fallen, but he still can do crazy damage, honestly. It's kind of hilarious. Purple Trunks, I think your support is underrated. So with that, I'll put you... Nah. But you've been replaced. Have you been replaced? Not that much, huh? Yeah, you're above Vegeta. Vegeta's been replaced a lot more than you. So you're above Vegeta in this list, I would say. Just good support. Not a great unit to run, but if you're really struggling to find something, let's say for your hybrid team, Vegeta family team that's strike-based, that Purple Trunks is an option. Majin Vegeta. You blow up and you make my allies get hit hard. No, I don't like you. Spirit Bomb Goku. Okay, I don't like him at all. He tanks, and that's all he ever does. But he can feint, so that gives him some leeway, right? Spirit Bomb Goku is hard, because I really haven't tested him much. He's not better than Broly. He's not better than LR Piccolo. I'm considering putting him in B tier now. Spirit Bomb Goku. Where do you go? Where do you go, good sir? I guess you make it here? I really don't know. He's a good tank, and that's all I've ever seen him do. Sorry if I'm insulting your Goku, but I've never seen him do anything besides tank, and even then, it's not even, like, crazy amounts. It's just good, which, the Zenkai, that's a defense type. It should be great, but it's not. Purple Android 17, outdated, and just not good enough anymore. Whatever, doesn't matter for the unusable tier. Whoever is where is where. Purple Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, the other unloved child with LF Gohan up there. You are... I apologize for the list of lagging. It's just... there's a lot of shit going on this fucking screen. You are where? Where are you? Let's see. Thinking about it. You're above... You're not above Gotenks. You're right there. Yeah. Hybrids is blast based. He's strike based. You're not running on Sun Family because you want to be hybrids. So, that's it. Literally, that's it. If he were blast based, he'd be higher. He'd probably be above Frieza at this point. But hybrids being strike based is or hybrids being blast based while he's strike based is not good for him. And hold on, let me see something real quick. I'm gonna cut really quick. Alrighty, just had to check something. But continuing on, I don't know why Yardrat Goku just popped up there, but sure. And I changed Vegeta's thing to his transform state. We'll just leave that for whatever. Continuing on, I believe the list is still the same, right? Should be. Shouldn't have changed at all. I don't know why it would. Yardrat Goku, if he's Zenkai, he'll be great. But for now, he is not on a list. Hello, can I hold you? Thank you. That anyone cares about. Okay, Purple Broly, already there. I'm definitely going to switch up S tier by the end of this, by the way. Yamcha, you're a meme. Cool. Next one. You, please never Zenkai. Thank you. Green Cooler, no. Alright, going down the list to all the shitty units, clearly. Red, Namek, Zenkai 7, Goku. You know, B tier is not the greatest team, so sure, you can fit in B. Honestly, I think you're below Goten, just how mediocre you are. Okay, blast damage, wants to be against LOE, wants so many timer counts to pass, wants everything and anything to help him out. Not great on Super Saiyans, not great anywhere, just mediocrity, and being the first Zenkai, it makes sense, right? Just like Ultra Goku, not the greatest. I'm not sure if Ultra Goku's on this list, but just like him, not the greatest, and it shows. Beerus is easily an A tier option. Beerus. I think, does Beerus make it to #1 A tier? Nah, Beerus is below Gotenks. Beerus is aged, again, one of the first 3 Zenkais in the game, just not going to age gracefully. And, well, that's happened. At this point, he's just Vados bench, and what does he do great? Green card is cool, but it's a long animation, and it's a dash forward without blast armor. But it cancels their buffs. Ultimate destroys their hand, I think. Blue card does something similar. And, well, he seals their main abilities and a card slot. And that's probably his best utility he offers. Red Zenkai 7 Cell. I do not have much experience with him. I don't know what the fuck that just happened there. Don't have much experience with him, but from my limited experience with him, where do you fit, sir? Yeah, you're barely above Broly. Again, you're facing against Super Saiyans, sure, but most Super Saiyans that are great are blue, just like Bardock, so this guy isn't great. He can faint on his ultimate, I believe. Blue card does mediocre damage. He is more blast-based, and, well, Androids doesn't need him. He is an option for a team if you really want to run him. Just not the greatest unit to bring into any fight, though. Zenkai 7 Cooler was a menace on release, I'll be honest, but nowadays, with LOE being dead, he's not really buffing anyone because the tag is dead, so his support is kind of useless if you run him there, because the tag will just not do any damage, so he's floating around to A. Just look at the list, by the way, it's literally every single Zenkai is A and higher. Well, some are B, but we don't talk about those trash ones. Where do you make it? I think you're below Caulifla. and I think you're above Red Cell, but Movie Broly is just not good enough. Individually, Movie Broly is just not good enough to be cooler. He does okay damage. His blue card overrides, I guess, other blue cards if they're done simultaneously. And he has Blast Armor on his Strike and Ultimate. That's about it. Bunny Bulma's a gimmick. I hope she never Zenkais. Blue card's Phenomenon would be terrifying. Sparking Krillin, yeah, you're old. Ginyu, yeah, you're old. Future Gohan, I believe we already have Future Gohan in Unusable. Yeah, we do. Rildo, you nullified Endurance, and that was cool, and now you do nothing of the sort that actually matters. Buhan, I loved them. I loved them for so long, but Regen's just got better options, and every team he's on is just seeing him replaced. Red Cooler! Now this is the guy I keep saying every Zenkai should be on his level. Why? Because he's not amazing, he's not shit, he's alright. I rate him a little bit above Frieza at this rate just because... Does he... I think he makes S. Okay, okay. Does he... He's better than Frieza. He's not better than Piccolo. Okay. He might make S in the future, but for now he makes A. Good healing, good regen unit, good LOE unit, better for regen, better for movies. Blue card, unfortunately no Blast Armor, same with green card, but his tankiness, his damage is pretty good, and honestly, like I've been saying, the way most Zenkais should be given Zenkais in the future. Not broken, not phenomenal, but an option that allows you to run him if you so want. You can obviously run Red Cell, or you can run this guy on regen. And let's say movies, you could run Gogeta, or you could run this guy. Obviously you'll run Gogeta, but he's an option there if you don't have the other unit that is better than him. That's what Zenkai should be. Replacements, not number one, as they are currently on this list. GT Goku, I was going to say Gohan. GT Goku here, unusable. Great Super Saiyan damage, but yeah, you have 20 times better options. Fist Coup, never used them in my life. So, yep, you go there. Green Broly, criminally slept on. I do believe he makes S tier. He has the passive playstyle of Namek Goku, unfortunately. But his green card, blue card combo is very good. With his high as hell defenses and Super Saiyan buffs, he does formidable amounts of damage if you actually play with him aggressively. But if you play passively, he allows you to stall timer counts and get sub counts down to allow your other Super Saiyans, or whatever team you run him on, to actually do mediocre to good damage. Green Piccolo, one of the first Sparkings in the game. No. Chi-Chi, please never Zenkai her. Actually, well, if you Zenkai LF Goten, then she'd be irrelevant, but please never Zenkai her. Zenkai 7 Goku Black, he's not worse than Vegeta for me. Funny enough, I put Vegeta above Super Saiyan Goku. Zenkai 7 Goku Black, he falls below hit level. He wants to kill, he wants to do so much, but yet he just doesn't do the damage to do it. Draws a lot of green cards, that's great, but again, you need damage, and Goku Black has no damage. Replaced by LF Future Gohan and Rage Trunks because he is such a mediocre Zenkai. All he exists for is Zenkai Bench, and yes, I do think hit is better. Fight me on it, I think it's no contest. Wait, what did I just do? What did I just do? I thought I just moved somebody. I guess not. If I did, I'll adjust at the end. Kaba, that's a good joke. Anyways, I was gonna say Fist Coup. Kid Goku. Kid Goku. You are A tier, right? You are. You do make it there. You're better than them. He has aged dramatically, but he is better than... Really? Are you better than them, though? You know what? Sorry. Hot take here, but... You're better than Trunks in some circumstances, but you're not better than some of these paid Zenkais above you. So, okay support, okay damage, not the greatest that he's ever been. Definitely has fallen off from his prime estate, but at least he was meta viable for a little bit when they Zenkai'd him initially. Blue Gogeta, soon to be God tier with his Zenkai, but for now, unusable. Transforming Great Saiyaman, well, they call him Transforming Warrior because he changed his clothes. Unusable. Chilled, unusable. Good bench, though. Android 13, Super... No. Android 16, I always forget he exists, huh? You can make it to A, sure. You know what? That's kind of pitying him, huh? He doesn't deserve that, does he? Nah, he doesn't make it. Nah. I think you make it top of B. Super 17 is just too much better. You have no situation where you're going to run Super 17 after this guy. Super 17 is always your number one option for green androids, and that's the only team this guy's on. So, yeah, he blows up, he goes kaboom, and his support is very limited because they're going to swap him out if you're, well, a purple doing damage to him. They're going to swap out and be like, okay, let's go to my yellow, let's go to my blah, 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 because he can't tank enough. He's a good tank, but he doesn't tank enough. Pan, laughable. Janemba, laughable. Hercule, please never Zenkai. Kaioken Goku, you need a Zenkai, another blue one that needs a Zenkai, you know. Bulma, never used you, so I know your shit. You, I think your double attack Z ability, congrats. Trunks we already have there. Pikkon, you're laughable. Purple Trunks we already have. Rebrian, you're laughable. I mean, if you know, Zenkai, you'd have a lock-in main ability, so that's cool. Well, lock-in main ability? I think it locks in. Something with her main ability locks in, I'm pretty sure. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, laughable, not even a sub option for God Ki. Super Vegito, sorry, you're laughable though. You know, if Movie Vegeta can make it, I think Purple Super Vegito can barely make it. His damage isn't great, he cancels buffs though, gets card draw speed. I think he can make it if he stays in one combo and then draws a new hand. I think he makes it to B. That's me pitying him, but I think he makes it to B in that situation. Super Saiyan God Goku, nice Z ability. Deborah, haha. Trunks, sparking red future Trunks that's slaughtered Frieza. I'm just putting him here so I can move him up. Good on hybrids, good Z ability and Zenkai ability for Gohan. I think you're above you because you are blast based. You do good damage, you have card draw speed, and your great Zenkai ability for the best unit in the game. So, probably the only reason you make it above anyone on this list, because your Zenkai ability makes him just more overpowered for that LF Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Vegeta, if he's Zenkai'd, he'd be crazy because he locks in, just like Boo does. Spear Palm Goku, you're a meme. GT Vegeta, ha ha ha. Super Saiyan 3, I forgot he even exists, I'm not gonna lie. Super Saiyan 3, he's not in B, by the way. Again, I'm just moving them up so I can drag them up. You're easily an S tier option, right? You could even be Z tier in some people's list. Let's think about it. Yeah, you're number one S tier. Sorry if you disagree, but Saiyans are just crazy. He can feint on his ultimate. He has insane strike damage. He has very good blue card damage. Blast cards he doesn't care about because he can just go into LF Super Saiyan 3 and do them with him. Doesn't matter. His strike damage is phenomenal. Not much down buff or debuffs to him, or negatives or anything. Just a great unit that overall will age gracefully because they made him fucking crazy. Another Zenkai. Woo. I can't wait to see non-Zenkai on the S tier list. We'll make it eventually. Got a lot to go through still. Oh boy. Alright, continuing. Bardock. Oh boy, another blue Zenkai, huh? Bardock, where do you fall in this list? I'd say you're worse than Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right? That makes sense to a lot of people, I would say. You're worse than Boo, you're better than God Vegeta. Why? Because Blue Goku does crazy damage, he does everything, he literally is a jack of all trades in one unit. Boo locks in, Bardock, you don't. Can't get up to level 2 card draw speed, obviously he is the crit buffer for all Super Saiyans. Actually, I think that makes him move up a little bit, huh? Okay, this might be a little hot take, but that's how I see it. He is better than Goku because the crit buffs. He makes Super Saiyans literally the usable tag that they are, the broken tag that they are, to where they can kill type disadvantage because criticals don't care. Bardock is crazy with the Vanish Restore he gets with his usage of the ultimate, and then up to level 2 card draw speed, he's getting buffs while his allies are taking hits, he can heal on green card, gets his Vanish back semi-quickly, and has good health equips for himself at least. So, one of the best options, and obviously, yes, his team being, well, him leading the charge, makes him a top tier option for Super Saiyans. Okay. Blue Zenkai 7 Broly. One of the 3 starter packs, right? Got Goku there, got Beerus up here. Broly makes it to B tier, right? Broly is definitely B tier. He's above Scatter Vegeta. He's below Trunks. Above Scout Vegeta, below Trunks. Does damage to Goku's, has Super Saiyan buffs, can faint on blue card. The highest chance in the game, I believe it's 30%. Ultimate does okay damage. I believe it can also faint. And I think if they switch, he locks you in. So they make a mistake, switch the wrong color, which 99% of the time won't happen, but he can lock you in and do great damage. Apologize for the screen switching there. But yeah, B tier, not great, not amazing, just old and dated. Just how Zenkai should be. Power crap. Captain Ginyu, yeah, haha. Vegeta, Tail Vegeta is what I call him. You know what? Sure, let's put him above Ginyu. Doesn't really matter. Ultimate Gohan, good meme. I didn't need to move you, whatever. Namek Goku's already on here. Yeah, you're just there. Blue Goji is already here. You could have been the Android 18 Slayer, but no one Zenkai'd you. You are a crit buffer, and you do nothing else. Yeah, you're old. Alright, a real unit, you know. I love that we just go through fodder, where it's like, yeah, sure, bye, 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 bye. And then we just get to, like, a real unit. Alright, Super Gogeta. Super Gogeta. Funny enough, if I rate him above Bardock, people would be like, what are you fucking smoking? But, yeah, he's above Bardock. The damage with Bardock, the damage he does even without Bardock is crazy. Again, another unit that can faint on their blue card. That's a quick animation. He has an ultimate with blast armor. His green card steals all their blast arts and allows for a combo while canceling everyone, well, the unit that's on the field's buffs. Again, it doesn't lock in. It creates a situation where the opponent is forced to switch out if you land that green card on them. Crazy unit, crazy with Super Saiyan buffs, crazy without, very good. And I could see a scenario where I rate him higher, but for now, I'll keep him where he is. Continuing with the fodder. Now, we already have Kaioken, Kale, ha. You were a great tank in your time. I even have a Reddit video about you. But, yeah, no. GT Goku, haha. Super 17, alrighty. The Android 16 replacement. The starter pack Android 16, just better. You make it to high S. You have high praise from me, right? Yeah, you're... Androids is not better than God Ki, though. You're better than God Vegeta. Yes, you are. You are. You're tanky, you have paralyzed, you get more damage when you kill somebody, you have the green card to stall, blue card AoE. You are better. Your scenarios you're going to be running are better than God Vegeta. So yes, I do think he makes it above God Vegeta there. Maybe a hot take, but again, we will adjust if I feel the need to at the end. Cancer Han, thank God you're not in the meta anymore. You, I hate you, Bojack. Hello? Bojack, hate you. Please stay down there forever. Transforming Frieza. Mediocre on release, mediocre still. Transforming Cooler. Great tank back in the day, but mediocre now. Nappa. I ran you like twice because you were cool with Vegetas, and that's it. Oh boy, this behemoth. Okay. Contender for best unit in the game, right? I'll put him right here. Oh wait, Android 18 is supposed to be in front of Namek Goku. Yeah, that's definitely true. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, what can I say? Does everything. Best team in the game, best unit possibly in the game, arguably. What doesn't he do? He tanks, he does damage, he doesn't support. His green card will just give you a free combo, blue card does decent damage, and ultimate goes neutral for 10 counts, which is crazy, but it is the scenario we are in to where, well, it's just how it be sometimes. Saiyans is one of the best teams in the game, and he is in the forefront of that charge. Again, this list could change to where he is higher, but for now, I do think I love Gohan's a little bit higher. Again, it might change, which, honestly, thinking about it, probably will, but we'll handle that for later. Kid Buu, haha, where's LF Kid Buu? That's what I'm looking for. Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, I think you can make it to B, right? Yeah, you make it to B, sure, we'll give you the pity party. Even Rose makes it to B, but we'll go over him in a little bit. Vegeta, you're better than you because you support. You could, sure, you're better than Trunks, why not? You support. So, again, B tier really doesn't matter, but I'm just trying to be accurate as possible. He could be run on God Ki if you have no other options, but besides that, you're not running him with Vegeta Family. You're not going to run him, well, you could run him with Vegeta Family, it's just that I personally wouldn't recommend it because he's just too fragile. If he Zenkais, he'll be great, but for now, he's alright. Rose, sure, you could... Nah, okay, your damage is okay enough to where you're runnable, right? Let's say you're above Vegeta here. You're runnable, you're just not amazing, you're not great. Like, you're usable though. You're not the worst thing in the game. You have been replaced head and shoulders over. I honestly loved him when he came out this Legends Road Gohan. I hope he Zenkais later, but I love to see him Zenkai because he was fun to use and he's good support for hybrids, which don't need any help. DBS Bardock, you were a joke and released with the worst update in the game. Tapion, yeah, same thing. You were a joke and released with the worst update in the game. Purple Super Saiyan 4 Monkey. Alrighty, where do you make it? Definitely an S tier unit, right? So let's see. You're above Broly, you're above Broly, you're above Piccolo, you're above you. Right there. Do you make... You're not above DKP, I'm sorry. You are not. Nope, DKP is better. What do? Good strike damage. Not a lot of damage inflicted buffs, unfortunately. Blue card locks in, but it's a long animation. Main ability, I believe, cancels special cover change. Green card gives you card draw speed, infinitely stacking, so you can keep going and going and going with it, but just not enough damage. He's more tanky than an actual damaging unit, which I despise for him, but it is the fate he has been dealt. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Now you are higher than Goku. I'm just going to be blunt. You are definitely higher than Goku. I think you are even higher. You're not higher than Trunks, though. Why? Vegeta does great blast damage, but he's super fragile. He gets a little bit of cut with his Zenkai. But super fragile. Trunks is just on better teams. Vegeta family's not great. GT's not great. You could run him on Saiyans, and that's probably his best team, this Vegeta. He has Feint on his ultimate, and I believe he supports with his main ability, like ultimate damage, awakened arts, and what is it? Just basic damage. So, good unit to run on a Saiyan build that's blast based, but not a necessary option if you don't feel the need to. Just a little bit worse than Trunks there, unfortunately for him. Continuing, Super Baby 2, please never Zenkai, thank you. Janemba, you'd be cool to Zenkai actually. Gogeta, yeah, sure, you were dead on release. Such hype units to be dead on release. It's so sad, honestly. Janemba and Gogeta. A legend. What was that? Legends Rising banner? USTR? I don't know. One of the two, but so sad how he was dealt. Purple Super Saiyan God Goku. You make it to unusable. Android 21. You could fit in B. She is one of the only few purple Android options. Where does she make it? Whoa, why did hit go down? Hello? I didn't mean to move hit. Hit would be, let's say here. Yeah, hit would be there. Android 21 makes it to, let's say, right here maybe? She's above Super Vegito, definitely. She's just only there because she's one of the purple Android options that exist. That's it. If there were other options, she would not even make it on the usable list. Blue Android 21. Where do you make it? You're definitely an S tier? S tier? Maybe? Let's see. Hold on. Let's look, right? You're lower than God Vegeta. You're lower than... I think you're right here. You aren't great. You're good support, and that's basically it. You're a stalling unit that does basically 0 damage, and you fuck up health restore, but it doesn't matter enough because you'll be dead by the time someone's actually healing in the match. Good support, and that's basically all you live to do, and tank a little bit because you have Zenkai stats. Continuing, the best unit in the game. Green Baby is unusable. Sin Shenron, unusable. Feet Goku, he's usable. He's usable. I don't disagree with that. He's probably better than you. Just okay support. Not your best unit in the game, but not the worst unit in the game ever made. Raditz, unusable. Just so many better green options, it's crazy. Bardock, you take too long to do anything. LF Piccolo! This guy, I have not tested at all because I don't have him 7 stars and Zenkai'd. You're definitely an S tier unit, right? Everyone slept on him when he released. People have been saying recently DKP is better. I strongly disagree with that. I think he makes it to a point of... Do you make it above... You're definitely above her, right? Are you above Goku, though? thinking. Hold on. Yes, because Regen is a good blast-based team. GT is just not fledged out yet. Sun Family doesn't want that Goku, and he supports GT. So Piccolo does make it above hardly because of the fact that he is a Regen unit blast-based, and Regen is a better team than GT. Does good blast damage, does good blue card damage, draws a lot of cards after he transforms, and some timer counts have passed by. Not terrible. Just not the best LF Zenkai to exist. Probably, honestly, the worst one. If you... Not considering Beers because he's so old. I really don't consider him. So, not the worst, not the best unit. Yellow Vegito. Oh, how you were so fun. Broly and Chile. Yeah, haha. Shit. Gotenks. Super Gogeta exists. So, no. You're just ass. And Hybrids doesn't care about you because you're strike-based. Heat Dome Trunks. Oh, wait. I skipped LF Frieza. Whoops. Oh, whoopsie. LF Frieza! Oh, Heat Dome Trunks. He's just strike-based and no one cares about him. LF Frieza makes it to usable, at least. You're better than Super Vegito because you support. That's all LF Frieza do. All LF Frieza can do, he supports. Then his green card gives -3 sub count to his allies if you land it. Then his blue card's a fast animation, and I think he holds a blue card, right? So it's not terrible. Makes him a little bit viable. Honestly, this Vegeta's probably below because androids don't have any options. Continuing, Kefla. Kefla's actually aged pretty well. She is a year old at this point. I don't know where I had you. Let's just throw you there. Sure. Kefla. Kefla. Geez, unusable, huh? That's a big list. She makes B, I'd say. She doesn't creep into A yet. We'll get to the units that get there soon. Above probably everyone here up to... Hold on, it's lagging so hard. I apologize for it, but there's not much I can do about it. I am on a botched setup. Does she break A, actually? Nah, she doesn't. Nah. I'd say she's above these few. You could debate that she breaks A, but I don't think so. I just think she's way too fragile nowadays. She does good damage, but that's about it. She can't do anything else. And she can feint, actually. I mean, nullify endurance, but it's just not enough. Her damage output's just not enough for what it was back in the day. Kakarot Goku. Haha. Good meme. Vegito Blue. You are probably going to be one of the first to break a high tier. Congratulations. Yeah, Vegito Blue is easily A tier. Above you. Yeah, above all of them. Still good damage, not the broken unit he was on release a year later, but great damage, does a lot of strikes, and is tedious, and can farm Dragon Balls very quickly. Just still a good unit. I love that he actually aged well. Full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, full power my ass, you literally do nothing. Merge Zamasu has been replaced 20 times over. Rage Trunks has been replaced as well by LF Future Gohan, and even maybe this EX Rose that dropped. Omega's actually usable. People shit on Omega a lot. I don't know why, but Omega's a usable unit easily. We'll put him, it doesn't really matter, I'll put him right there. Okay, Super Vegeta's definitely above. I'm sorry, this Vegeta has to be below, because Super Vegeta was definitely above that Vegeta. Omega's usable. He does decent damage. Obviously, he wants more balls to do more damage, but besides that, case in point, he does decent enough damage. I need to just, like, do this, because I'm tired of seeing that happen. Decent damage, just not a great unit. Imperfect Cell. I think I skipped over him before. Yeah, no, not good. Green Android's a lot better options. Paiku Han. Paiku shit. Super Kaioken. Replaced a million times over. If it could drag him, thank you. Red Super Saiyan Blue Goku. You have been so shit on so badly. So badly. Because you are so replaced. Okay. Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. My opinion, one of the better aging units in the game. Without a doubt. Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? Where did help? Vegeta? There you are. Drag him. Thank you. We'll move him up even more probably. But Vegeta has aged stupidly well with his support being just overall great for every team. There's really not much negatives to him. Now, who's he above here? You make it above Beerus in my opinion. Maybe Gotenks, but his support's just so great and amazing. Like, I can't downplay it. It's just crazy how he does. Wants to die, death buffs, -3 Dragon Balls to the enemy, and blue card support to allies as well. So he's doing support while doing every card, and giving a card to the allies when he switches out. He's just a crazy support unit that'll probably age just like Yellow Cell did. Alright, so right here, I'm gonna pause the video, reevaluate the list real quick, just real quick. I'll obviously, put it on screen while I'm fully reevaluating it at the end. But I'm gonna pause it here, reevaluate real quick. This has been a very long one, and we'll come back to basically finish out this list, I would say. We don't have many units left. We have Turles and below. So, let's pause it, and we'll be back in a second, for you guys at least. Alrighty, to finish this list off, also, I don't know why Fury really was S. I moved him back down to actually think he belongs, which is bottom of A. I've been looking at it. Gonna need some adjustments at the end of this, but to finish it along, let's continue. Turles, not very usable in any scenario, so you are unusable. ROC Goku has been replaced a lot over. Given he is usable in some circumstances, they're just so rare and far and few between. It's not enough to warrant actually using him in a lot. Bootanks is a joke. Tournament of Power Gohan. Well, yeah, Tournament of Power Gohan. Wish he buffed Tournament of Power / Universal Saga, but he's usable. Is he A? Nah. I'd say he's above most of these units. Actually, I think he does contend for A. I think he beats out some of these guys. I think Gohan could make it in A tier. Good damage. Unfortunately, he is strike-based, but disregarding that point, which is a big point, he does okay damage, decent support. Green card is a long-range animation, given it's a what's it called? Long-range animation, given it's a long animation itself. Not the greatest. Blue card is a dash 4 without blast armor, but damage is okay and decent support. So, not the worst unit in the game. Continuing, Majin Vegeta. Let's use actually the nice art of him. Majin Vegeta. He is a conundrum to me. So, thinking about it, Majin Vegeta. I rate that Transformer Vegeta pretty high, right? To actually have him be usable still. Majin Vegeta fits, I would say, near the top of A. I want to put him below Gotenks and the other two. I think I'm overrating Cooler a little bit, by the way, but I think it's warranted. Majin Vegeta does good damage against Goku's, nullifies endurance, green card short animation, one of those AoE green cards that are short, just like Cancer Han, until they changed it with UI Goku and all them because they knew they were crazy. He does good damage though, and if you have him decent stars, he does warrant being there. And I'm just comparing them at overall, let's say 3 to 6. Not really comparing them at 7 and higher, unless they're an LF, obviously, because LFs have that treatment, or LF Zenkais rather, not just normal LFs. Revival Cell fits top of A for me. He doesn't crack into S. He barely doesn't make it. He has fallen off a little bit here. Just he's not good enough with his tanking because he can't tank. Being a revival unit, it's not the greatest attribute to have a revival skill to where you can't really eat a little bit. Clapku kind of resolves that, but Rival Cell does good damage. Very good Android unit and one of the mainstays for that team. Kid Trunks. Let's get his transformed art. I think he makes B. Yeah, B. Definitely a high B. Yeah, high B. Is he better than Kefla? Definitely not better than Kefla. He is a strike-based unit, so not great for hybrids, but he's okay for Vegeta family, even though they are more blast-based nowadays. He's okay, and he has that +2 sub count when he comes into the opponent, so you could guarantee a Rising Rusher with him if you play smart, and he gets card draw every single time he uses the strike arts. So again, not terrible, just not the greatest, but at least they're usable and not all unusable, unlike the bottom of the list. Goten. Goten's a little higher. Goten I would rate definitely A tier. Does he beat out Gohan? Yeah, he does. I think Goten is right next to Red Trunks there, because Goten is super, super good support. With tanking, with healing, with transforming stats. He's a very good support for LF Gohan, and LF Gohan is your mainstay. So, having him there to just oomph him up even more, obviously helps you win the match better. That's the point of Goten. Given he might not be the greatest, but what he does for the team is greater than, let's say, Trunks, for example. Rose, the best damaging non-Zenkai unit. I would not say best non-Zenkai unit in the game, but definitely best damaging one. Easily on par with Zenkai's here. He might beat out Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I'd say yeah, he does, because his damage is just crazy. Does more to hybrids, can bleed, has blue card that has blast armor, has so many cards. He basically is Super Vegito post Zenkai, because Super Vegito has the same effect where he gets damage per this card drawn, gets damage per this card, gets damage per this blah blah blah, or card done, whatever. It's the same concept, just having the card used or drawn is the same kind of thing, because you're going to use them if you draw them, right? He has that effect. He just gets more and more and more and more and more damage per card drawn. Green card gives him more cards, so he gets even more damage. And he has card draw speed when he transforms, which is even crazier. Paired with Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, the future one, who I said is going to age great, he's doing a lot of fucking damage. Great non-Zenkai unit. Even broken in some circumstances. Well, when he first dropped. Great Saiyan 1 and 2, not usable. Shit. Trash. Lavender, replaced by Purple Hit. Mediocre. Basil, I respect Basil. Now, Basil, people will probably be like, he doesn't deserve to be usable. Nah, maybe I agree. But he's replaced by Topo, yes. But he does so much of his own thing to where it's so different that he doesn't really care to be replaced, if that makes sense. Let me just put him somewhere first before I speak. He's definitely worse than Trunks, right? Yeah. Basil, Kefla's a little high, huh? Kefla? Okay, we'll discuss that after. Basil can get his Vanish back on main, gets Vanish back restored, 60% on the blue card, just activation, I believe. Green card gives him more damage buffs, and honestly, he's just an overall okay unit. He's not Topo, but he's overall okay enough to run and be good enough damaging-wise to warrant being on the list. Bergamo, my boy, my home Skittle, my favorite unit in the game. Now, you'll disagree, but he is S tier. Now, let me explain, because let me replace him. Definitely, he's above Broly. I don't think he's above 21, but he's above Broly. S tier Bergamo. Every single buff he gets uncancelable. He gets very high damage buffs, very good strike and blast arts, cost down buffs, card draw speed, and his green card cancels all attribute upgrades to the enemy, and it can land on anything besides a Rising Rush, even a tap attack. Crazy damage. The only thing that stops him is timer counts, which it's not even that long for him because he's a good staller, because he's actually a good tank. And his ultimate wants to be used with allies alive rather than dead, so he's not a last man standing type. But if you get him in last man standing position, you have a green card, you're doing sidesteps 24/7, you could get your Vanish back in time enough to maybe even clutch out a 1v3 with them. Super good, super great. Very slept on once again. Wolf unit. Continuing here, Champa. Champa, he's barely making it to B, honestly, because we got God Vegeta, we got Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, which we'll see here soon. He's barely making it to B, and when I say barely, I'm saying he's better than a lot of these other units, but he's just not the greatest. Champa's probably better than Basil, honestly. Yeah. He gets that sub count down when his allies are getting hit, just like Revival Cell does. He has a green card that paralyzes them or immobilizes them, whatever. Blue card's fast animation. Main drops their cards and goes neutral, minuses their card draw speed, and it destroys, I think, cards in their hand? Something like that. He's just alright. He's alright. That's all I can really say about him. Vados. Wow, we're getting to another unit that's going to be unusable again. It's not Vados, but Vados, Vados is crazy. I've even spoken about her without her even being here yet. Vados is easily S tier. Where do I rate Vados? Above 21, right? Her damage isn't great, but her support with the healing that's consistent and forever is crazy. Her green card minusing sub count is crazy and reducing their key recovery to 0. Nuts. Blue card has the overpower effect where it goes over all the other blue cards that try to beam clash her or stop hers. And it seals her strike arts. Gets up to level 2 card draw speed, heals on main, heals with switches. Very good unit, and destroys 2 enemy cards when she covers in. Crazy, 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 broken, stupid. Honestly, dumb character. Cooler! Now, if LOE were the only team, I would say he's not even unusable still. He's usable, right? He's great. He's cool. He's right. He's cooler. Movies he's okay on, LOE he's good on, but LOE's dead and movies is dead, so he just fits in B. He's a good unit himself, it's just that the teams he's on aren't good. This Vegeta, I don't even want to talk about him, he's so ass. Just, sorry if you like him, he's ass. He's shit, he means nothing to anything. UI Goku. UI Goku is the skill different player, or whatever the meme is. Just more skilled unit. Let's see. Where do I rate him? He's not A. I'm just thinking for a second here. Let's see. UI Goku. UI Goku definitely makes it to S, right? Looking at who's in S, he definitely makes it to S tier. UI Goku is the level of U. He could be above Piccolo, but I don't think so because Zenkai. It's just hard to break into that boundary of Zenkai. You see some units have, but no one has broken through the Piccolos, the DKP, the Blue Gokus of the group. It's just hard. He's a very skilled skilled unit. There's not much to say about him. You are better than your opponent. You can make this guy look like a Jesus Christ. If you are very bad with him, you can make him look awful. He gets card draw speed on his green, given it's a long animation. He has blast armor on his ultimate. Blue card restores his secondary gauge, and has no blast armor, and strike and blast do good damage the longer he is out. Who's next? Dispo. I want to put him here, but I won't. The reason is because he can draw Dragon Balls, because he has the Vegeta Blue effect, where he gets cards with cards used. I believe it's with strike arts used he gets cards. So he's alright. I want to rate him below, like, I don't want to rate him with like Cooler and all them because he's not there. His damage is not there at all. I'll rate him here. He's alright damaging wise. He doesn't do much. He can feint on his ultimate, but that's about it. He draws Dragon Balls and can feint. That's literally what he can do. Now the real Pride Trooper, real pride of the group, I would say, carrying it with his big ass hands, Topo easily cracks through the S tier ceiling, beating out Bergamo. Honestly, I see a scenario where he beats out 21, but we'll leave it for here right now. He's a jack of all trades. He supports, he defends, he tanks, he does damage. His blue card increases their sub count if he lands it. His ultimate locks in. He heals with his main ability. Great on Rival Universe, great with Vados, and just a jack of all trades, and not a master of none, just good at all. Just great at all, honestly. Good's an understatement for him. Now Jorin, I would say. Another unusable unit's coming up here, huh? Alright. Jiren makes it to A tier. It's funny how they all make their own tiers. Jiren, I would say, is as good as... I think he's better than Vegeta Blue. Definitely isn't better than Goten for the teams he's on. Jiren is replaced by Vados, but Jiren is just good enough damaging-wise, and himself nullifying special cover change so often, that he's good enough to make it in A based on that fact alone. With his green card's pretty mediocre. It's like this new Vegeta Blue where it restores your Vanish, but you can't combo it. His strike has blast armor, blue card blast armor, ultimate blast armor, all that stuff, and gets card draw speed, and screws over the health restore if he lands the ultimate. But besides all that, he's really not the greatest thing in the game. Just alright. Coat Vegeta, you're not good. You're unusable. Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. Gogeta Blue. You are an S tier unit, my friend. Where is the question? Do you break the ceiling? You don't break the ceiling fully, but I do think you break the ceiling enough. You beat LF Piccolo. Why? Vados. Vados with Gogeta is crazy healing because Gogeta has so many health equips. He has healing on his uniques, and he has healing on his main ability. Gogeta heals stupid amounts, he has uncancelable buffs, and he just does good damage with the green card who can lock, with the green card that can lock in whoever it is, screwing over the opponent for 5 counts if you land it. You can basically one combo whoever the fuck you want with Gogeta at that point, if they're not a red unit. Very good LF that everyone slept on release, and here's one that people overrated on release. Oh boy. Getting to the bottom of the list here, huh? Jeez. Oh, good. I saw another unusable unit. LF Broly. LF Broly. You are S tier. I agree with this, but are you great? No. I rate you above Bergamo, sure. You'll be there. Why? Because you rely on Super Saiyan buffs. Now, Broly is super reliant on it. If your opponent's smart, they're not going to switch against your LF Broly. They're going to stay in, take the combo, and eat it. And then one combo him back because he's not tanky. He's nothing like that. He's LF Zamasu, just better because he's a Super Saiyan. But he's just not good enough because he's super reliant on it. If you lose your Bardock, Broly's not doing anything. Like, that's it. He gets Vanish back when they swap. He can feint on blue card, he throws them out, nullify special cover change on ultimate, all that, and gets card draw on his green card, all this good stuff. But if you don't have Super Saiyan buffs, he's really not doing that much damage. And that's coming from someone with a 7-star Broly. So, not biased, just honest. Frieza here, DBS Frieza, easily makes A tier, just saying that right now. Oh, whoops, sorry Gotenks. A tier unit, no doubt in my mind. You are probably in the top echelon of A tier, right? I think you are worse than Metal Cooler. Yeah, you're worse than Metal Cooler. Sorry, but he steals Dragon Balls. Cool. Or actually, he doesn't even steal them. He gains Dragon Balls per green card he used. Blue card has Blast Armor. Ultimate does not have Blast Armor. Good strike and blast damage, just not run on many teams. And I think a Zenkai unit is just outshining him in that scenario, unfortunately. LF Future Gohan. Man, I do not like this unit, but I have to respect him for what he is. And that is an S tier option. S tier is super packed. It's like Zenkai is the top, and then the bottom just kind of... I mean, it's going to change. Like, the Zenkais won't be like number ones after some more units, but... Future Gohan makes it to S tier where, though? He's better than Broly, better than Piccolo, better than Broly, better than Bergamo, better than Broly again. So many Brolys. Topo... I think he's worse than UI Goku, but better than Rose. Better than Rose. Nah, I'm sorry, he's not. He's good, he supports. Again, he's like Topo, jack of all trades, just no defense in this scenario. Draws a lot of green cards, which is good for, like, let's say, Future Trunks, where he can heal. Good for LF Gohan to get more damage inflicted. Good for himself to gain Ki, and nullify attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. Blue card, if you land it, seals their strikes. Ultimate, well, main ability, rather, seals their... greens and blues, so that's very good against dynamic Goku players, and he supports every time he is hit, even with tap attacks. Mediocre damage, card draw speed, strike based, but he has so much utility, he stands above the rest of some of the other LFs. Green Android 21. She is an A tier option. She cannot be B tier. I agree with this sentiment. You can go here. She's a sub option, though. That's the point. That's kind of making her lower than she could be. She's a sub option for Super 17. That's all she is. She's not great. She doesn't really flow well with everyone. Super 17 flows a lot better on androids because he draws more green cards for Android 18. She doesn't do that. She's just okay, and that's all there really is to her. Launch. Launch is good. Launch is very good. Launch can easily 1v3 you. But Launch is a B tier unit. Just the teams, she doesn't want to be run with the girl team because she's blast based and they're strike based. So she's a B tier unit. Pretty high B tier, but B tier unit nonetheless. I think she's... Is she a B tier? Maybe not, huh? Looking at this, she doesn't feel like she fits in this tier. Okay, maybe she's above, let's say, Cell, but again, she's not the greatest because the teams that are viable in the meta. Yamcha definitely is a B tier unit. He can lock in all that. He gets his Vanish back on his main. Again, just the teams, though. He just doesn't flow well enough. I think he's below, yeah, Cooler. Just not flowing well enough, and the teams he wants to be run on aren't real teams at this time of the game. Oh boy! From the intro clip, he has arrived. LF Kid Buu. If you've been watching this long, by the way, I praise you. Holy shit, this is like an hour and a half already. And I am tired. LF Kid Buu. LF Kid Buu. You are definitely better than Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. You're definitely better than Future Gohan. I want to rate you here. I want to rate you right there. Even at low stars. Do I rate you there, though? I want to rate him here, honestly. I want to rate him right next to God Vegeta. He does so much. I'm sorry if you think this is overhyping an LF. He does... Dude, this character gets 240% damage inflicted if you get all his stuff active. 240% with an LF. that has crazy uniques. He is so good. He gets Vanish back. He's basically a better UI Goku. There's not much else to say. Cancels attribute upgrades on his main. Seals her strikes on main. Gets green cards. Gets more ki as time progresses through the fight. I believe it's every 3 counts or something. He gets ki. Can get card drop speed with the green card. Strike is alright damage. Blast is good damage. He's just so fucking good. It's crazy. Holy crap, we're still going. Alright, I see a lot of unusable units coming up here. And no, LF Super Saiyan 4 Goku is not going to be unusable. I'm not that rude. Angel Vegeta. Angel Vegeta is going to shine above the rest, I'm just saying. Angel Vegeta, are you better than DKP? I think Angel Vegeta is better than everyone else that is a non-Zenkai featured unit. One, his support for Super Saiyan 3 Goku is crazy. His damage isn't great, but he can go neutral. Blue card can minus their card draw speed. Green card draws a new hand. And his main ability lowers sub count as well. And I believe when he gets hit, or when his allies get hit, something like that, he's lowering sub count again, which allows for Super Saiyan 2 Goku to, let's say, come in and take a rush if they don't know the sub count down effect, which people really do tend to forget that. Great support, healing, and just overall great unit to run with Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Probably one of the better setups in the game. You, unusable, you're not good, you're trash, you die out within like 20 timer counts. Like, damage-wise, you die out. You, I want to put him unusable, but I won't. You are, let's say... You're worse than your counterpart. Yeah, you are. You do okay damage, Broly, but that's about it. You're not even a main option for Super Saiyans because LF Future Gohan exists. You do okay damage, and that's all you exist for. Purple DKP. Man, do I love talking about you. I think you're super overrated, but I do think you're super good. It's a conundrum, I know. Purple DKP to me. He does make it at least A. Thinking about it, let me think. He's better than these A tier units. He's better than these A tier units. I do agree with that. I'll put him above Legends Road Piccolo. Maybe. Yeah. It's just his setup takes so long. You need to get 5 balls. You need to have this many timer counts elapsed. It's so tedious. Then, once he transforms, he doesn't get card draw speed until you swap him out and swap him back in again. And that's like 70 counts. The maximum already gone in the match. 70 counts in a match. You're dead. But his damage is okay once you get those things active. It's the same scenario with Kid Buu. Once you get his shit actually going, he's going to do good. He's alright. Mainstay purple option for regen, so kind of helps him in that placement department. You suck, and you're just there to be fun. Thousand Day Bulma, don't even own her, so can't really rate her much. Just unusable, I guess. I mean, she probably is usable, but herself isn't usable. Trunks and Mai. Do you make it B? Trunks and Mai, do you make it B? I need to move that. Hold on. I need to adjust this real quick because I feel like I'm overselling you. Yeah, you're definitely not there. You're definitely... Let's say here. Yeah. Okay. That feels a lot more accurate. Trunks and Mai... I guess you can make it A. You'll be above launch. They're a strike-based future hybrid unit, which neither team wants, but they're good support. They can't get Vanish back on their ultimate landing, unfortunately. They fucked them with that. Blue card, I believe, has Blast Armor. Green card heals, so not terrible, just not a really great option for the teams because strike-based units. LF Rose. Oh, Ultra Goku is here. Cool. I didn't know if he was here or not. LF Rose is an A tier. I cannot rate him S with good conscience because he just doesn't make it. He is probably number 1 A tier for me. I do see a scenario where you rate him above Green Broly and all them, but on his main teams, he's strike-based. Again, that is a problem. He is purple. You want to run a better support unit like Purple Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. So Rose does not make it to S. Given he can go neutral on his blue card, it's just not enough. His bleed is very good. Very, 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 very good. But it's just not enough to bump him up. Revival Goku here, I think, is above Revival Cell. I'll just say that right now. Does he make it above Piccolo? This is how I think, by the way, when it's been an hour and a half of recording. I think he fit. He's probably higher, actually. I think you fit right here above Bergamo. Revival Goku has good tanking, enough for a revival unit, gets 50% health back, and Realm of Vados. He can heal super exponentially. Gogeta, Vados, and himself would just be a healing, tanking trio, and he does okay damage. His green card sadly has a long animation, blue card has no blast armor, but again, he's there to tank, and he does that pretty well, and good enough to where it's competent, right? Okay. Hit is hard for me here because I like Hit. I really like Hit. Hit does not make S. He doesn't, sorry, but he does not. I think he beats these Zenkais rather. Does he beat Cell? Yeah, because Cell can be replaced by Merge Zamasu while Hit is not replaced on any of his teams yet. Hit does very good damage. Ultimate, I believe, has Blast Armor? I believe? Blue card? I think both of them have Blast Armor, but his Strike doesn't. Again, it's hard to remember all this when I'm rating every single Sparking in the game, right? We're not going to do the X's at the end because they're just all going to be unusable besides Super 17, and no one really cares about any X Super 17 because you probably don't even own them. So, Hit barely makes it to the top of A. I think he could be contending for S, but it's hard. He does good damage, but Rival Universe really isn't the greatest. It's just that his damage is good enough to carry it throughout a match, with that blue card doing 100% extra damage on first use, or first landing, one of the two. And his ultimate doing good damage, and the green card giving him critical and stuff. Ultra Goku. Ultra Goku. He's below Hit. I'll say that one. Are you above Frieza? I want to put you right here. I think Ultra Goku's a fine unit, but he's not the best Super Saiyan. He's not the best Saiyan. And he's not the best Sun family. He does okay damage. Blue and Ultimate do not have Blast Armor, and the green card's a long animation. Very shits on him, and very much shits on him, and hurts him in the long run, but overall he's not the worst thing in the game. He's just the first Ultra, just like LF Beerus. The first LF, not very great on the first time they come around, but probably the next Ultra will be crazy, just like the next LF was crazy. Okay. Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Let's see. You are... You're not better than Rose. You're really not. I think you're better than DBS Frieza. No, you're not. I'm sorry. You're worse than Ultra Goku. Yeah. Huh. GT, right? I think you're better than Gotenks, worse than Ultra Goku because GT's a better team than Fusion's currently. You don't do enough damage, you take way too long, and your cover rescue's cool, but your blue card is mediocre. Your green card doesn't even do what a year-old, 2-year-old almost unit Future Gohan does, where it actually increases their sub count by a lot. Just not a good unit, not a great LF. I think he's in contention to be replaced by Nova. Easily on GT. Android 18 from Tournament of Power. We're going to speed through these a little bit because I am explaining every single unit and I am getting tired and I need a drink. Android 18 S tier unit. Blue 21 does exist. Nah, you don't make S tier, I'm sorry. Android 18 definitely is better than, let's say, these few, so you could probably be below DBS Frieza. Again, you're not the main unit on your teams. DBS Frieza is just overall a better unit. 18 has the effect of Zamasu. Every card used, more damage inflicted. So, that's good, but she doesn't really have card draw speed. And her damage isn't great. Blue card is alright, but that's really it. 17 I like a lot. Oh god, the Gokus are here. I forgot they even exist, honestly. 17 is an S tier unit to me. 17 kind of even beats out... 17 beats out a lot of characters to me. Do you beat out UI Goku? I don't know. I think 17 stays above Topo, actually, yeah. Very good damage, very good yellow for androids. Green card is crazy. You can destroy Strike or Blast, or Strike and Blast. Blue card is very good damage. Can lock main abilities, just like was going to say EX Beerus. LF Beerus. Really no negatives to him. It's just that he's not that tanky, and his cover does not chain into anything, unfortunately. But he does at least have one. Kakarot base Goku. I just like calling him Kakarot because Kakarot's a cool name. You're an A tier option. You're probably one of the better Gokus from that batch of Gokus I released. Above Vegeta Blue? Nah. You're just okay damage for a Saiyan team. That's literally, well, Saiyan Saga team. You're just okay. You are ass. I'm sorry, you are unusable. I'm sorry, you are. You're not even in contention. You're worse than Yellow Broly, and that is a fucking tragedy. Super Saiyan 2, very good Z ability for the main Saiyan team. Very good tank, but is he very good in damage? No. So I'd say he rates above launch just because viability on teams, but damage he is lacking hard. Super Saiyan 3 here, very overrated when he was showing off his kit. I think he's a B tier option. Above all these units, sure, but damage just falls off way too quickly, and it's not even enough to warrant bringing him into a fight. Super Saiyan God, easily the best free Goku we got. Thankfully, we actually got a very good one. I think he makes it S tier. I think he cracks the code here. Doesn't beat Bergamo, but his damage on God Ki on any real team he runs on is going to be good, and it's enough to warrant him being there. That's all he really needs. And plus, he increased their sub count by 5 when he used his main. This Goku is ass. He's just too fragile. That's it. He makes it to B, sure. But he's not like a main unit. He's not even a sub unit. Does he beat... He doesn't even beat hit to me, honestly. He beats Dispo, but he doesn't beat hit. He gets critical rate, and that's what he does. I know nothing else about him because he's just not good enough to know about. Now, the last batch. Anniversary units. Now, I already rated them in the other video, but now they're rated against the whole entire game, essentially. Ice Shenron, where do you fit in this list? Let's looky here. Wow, S and A are basically like completely decked out with the same amount of units. That's crazy. Ice makes it to... Looking here, right? Above no, worse than Bergamo. Why? So, Ice has two things. He minuses your Vanish Gauge recovery when you're taking strikes from him, and he takes off your Vanish on his main. That's about it. His counter is only good against Strike Arts, and it's not even that great because a lot of the units are just immune to it. So he'll counter and do basically nothing, and his blast damage is ass. He's alright. He's a blue unit for GT that they need, but he's not the greatest unit ever made. Definitely not. We'll just save you for the end, Gogeta. Sorry. We're not going to do the X's. Yeah, we're not going to do the X's. I don't care about them enough personally. Where is Nova? Let's put actually, fine. We'll do the X's at the end, but they're just going to be rushed. Nova is S tier on this list. Probably the worst S tier unit. He needs help. He wants to be on the count. He wants to be in the fight. Decent amount of counts. He wants to do some damage, but he needs Dragon Balls to do a lot of strike damage. Overall, he's not very good, but again, he's a yellow option GT kind of needed, so he makes it to S based off of that thought process, I guess you could say. Vegito Blue. Vegito Blue is a high S tier unit. Vegito Blue is really going to shock a lot of people here because I didn't rate him that well in his own anniversary tier list. He makes it to... you're not better than Kid Buu, though. I say he's better than Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Good support, good damage. He can do very good, add higher stars, but let's say you're considering him 6 stars like a normal person would have him if you Z-powered and wanted the Z ability. He does alright. He has the Bardock effect where he gets his Vanish back on the usage of the ultimate, not even the main ability itself, so it's alright. Blue card is good damage. Green card has Blast Armor, and it takes off a Dragon Ball, does no switching for 3 counts. I believe it's 3 counts. Or 5 counts, whatever it may be. But he's okay. Not the greatest support, not the greatest blast damage dealer, but he's okay damage overall. Yeah, we're going to adjust this list. Alright. Continuing, Kefla. Kefla is a good unit for girls. Not great for Rival Universe because they already have Bergamo, who's great. So I'd say she makes it A tier here. Definitely above the rest of these schmucks. Okay damage, gets Vanish back pretty fairly well the first few times she sidesteps, and that's about it for her. She's not much to talk about because these units kits are very run-of-the-mill. Merge Zamasu. Now, I even said it. Merge Zamasu is a better, or worse, rather, LF Broly. So, with that in mind, he's going to be below LF Broly, right? So, Merge Zamasu, I'd say he's below Rival Goku. People say, oh, he heals on his cards used, like every strike cards he lands or whatever, every card he lands he heals. That's great, but how are you going to heal when you're getting comboed and you're getting killed by yellow Android 18 in one combo because you're that fragile? You're not. His healing is irrelevant to him because he just dies too quickly, and if you're rating him at 9 stars, then you're delusional. No one has him at 9 stars. No one here is Goresh. No one here is whoever the fuck else is the truth. No one here is going to wail on them to get them to these stars. So you can't rate them at high stars if they're not realistically obtainable at high stars. He does good damage. He goes type neutral on the green card. Blue card's alright. Ultimate does very good damage, but overall he's just a squishy and a very good God Ki unit, but not above some of these older units that have come out prior to him. Now, the last Sparking / LF, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Now, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta makes it very high on my list here. Looking at it, he's above Vegeta Blue, right? No contest to me. I think he is Kid Buu level. Now, I think Kid Buu is better. Gogeta can go neutral several times. Green card makes nullifying cover change a thing for him. He can get card draw speed on his main. Strike has blast armor. Green has blast armor. Blue draws another blue once activated or landed. I'm not sure which one. And ultimate nullifies endurance. Then he has 110% damage inflicted once he comes in, like 65% cut or some good amount of cut for a defense type. Very good unit. Overall, just very fun and has 2 cover changes just like UI Goku does against Strike and Blast. Very fun, very good, and you see it in the 1 PM video. He did very well on that green, green, yellow type neutral team, basically. I'll just go over the EXs real quick. Hold on, let me put you last. Baby, sure, you can make a B tier, I guess. You're okay, like, you know, let's put you there, I guess. I'm not really going to explain them. You just don't make a list. You're not good enough. Gotenks is an A tier option because he is a hybrid that is green and blast based. That is literally the only reason. That is why he's above that purple Gohan. I think I just adjusted somebody by accident, but it's okay. And then Super 17 is an A tier unit because he's probably the best purple android, right? Yeah, he is, because 21 does exist, but 21 just ain't that great anymore, and she's strike-based while he's blast-based. So, that's my tier list. Now, let's go over some things we may need to fix here. Zamasu, I looked at him again. Zamasu is definitely usable. Zamasu, I think you're a little above him. That's it. Keep going over. Let's see. Anyone else here I kind of went over too quickly that maybe actually has a use? ROC Goku, sure. I'll pity him to B tier, but really he's not that great. It's just you'll use him because you need a green option on that team specifically. So we'll pity him to like here. Now to adjust the higher tiers. Z tier I agree with completely in that order. S tier. I agree. I'm just looking at it real quick. Agreed with all of this so far. Man, I rated those LFs high. I respect it. Angel Vegeta, Gogeta, UI Goku. Yeah. Yeah, I like this. I like how this looks. Yeah, Vados is a lot higher than God Goku because they're 2 greens. Broly is very low, but Broly is pretty mediocre in the grand scheme of it all. I like S tier. I like how it looks. Maybe there could be some adjustments, but I think S tier is very accurate. A tier. Let's look real quick. B. Hold on, let me adjust B tier. You are not the best B tier unit. I'm sorry, you're not. You're pretty low on the margin there. A tier. Okay. Rose, yes, I agree. He's the best A tier. Hit Kefla. Yellow Frieza. Yeah, there's a lot of Saiyans running around. Go Tanks because he's a sub option. I agree with everything in A tier. Yeah, I do. A tier looks good to me. Then B tier. Let's just check it over real quick. Yes, 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 yes. 16 Trunks. Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. 21. That Goku. Maybe this Trunks could be a little lower. Maybe this Goku could be a little higher. Sure, but that's about it. Yeah, I agree. This is my tier list. Oh, wait, what the fuck did I just do? What did I just do? Oh, I switched them too. Okay, that's fine. Wait, what? Are you above them? I'll just put you here, whatever. Wow, you're rated low. I mean, I agree with it, but geez, ROC Goku. But yeah, this is my tier list. My Z tier, my S tier, my A tier, my B tier, my unusable tier. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree. Hope you guys like this basically 2-hour long video. Hope you guys like the intro, and if you stay to the end, type the word apples in the comments. Apples. So that's how I know you stay to the end and you saw this entire video. I'll see you guys in the next one.